Hello, and welcome to the Burning Mountain Bonanza edition, this week's Tuesday sale. I'm Francis, that's George. If you're worried about him, don't be too worried. He's just a Zimbabwean who doesn't agree with cold weather. Generally, it doesn't get colder than 20 degrees in Zimbabwe. We're sitting at a brisk 10 today. Hello. All right, so big episode, big sale, lots of Namibian goodies today, and a couple of hell of a rarities, much to look forward to. If this is your first time here, happy days, welcome, and to Top Rock, Africa's oldest and most reputable wholesaler of minerals and fossils. Because we're a wholesaler and because we are in Africa, we require a minimum order of 10 kilograms before we ship. That's just to make the shipping costs, which works out to per kg, more per kgs, the cheaper it gets, make it better for you guys. The dollar rate is 17.73 to the rand today. We always round up higher amount to make your bill hopefully cheaper, unless there's political dramas, of which lately there have been. Other than that, Cora's posting a big short story in the description beneath. Please take the time to read it and familiarize yourselves with our T's and C's. Nah, just the stuff that you need to know to order, claim, and receive your goods at the end of the day. She's also going to post a comment down beneath of all the flats that have been claimed. So if you are late for the premiere, you can still claim, but the availability of flats will be notated in the comment section. Right. It's a big one. And if you're thinking, why Burning Mountain? Well, that's the direct translation to, well, the Cape Town ladies call it Brandberg. The Afrikaners, we call it Brandberg, which is what it is. And then the Namibians probably just call it Brandberg. Right, it is the largest mountain range in Namibia, and the setting sun in the west lights it up in evening time, which makes it look like it's burning. There you go. That's Brandberg for you. Right. Right, so because we've got a bit of a burning mountain frenzy going to happen, I thought we'd do the original, authentic. Cora, what are you doing? Okay, yeah, this is how we choose our server. If you are new here, where the server is in the world makes a difference to how fast and how quickly you see what is up for offer. So invariably, it means an advantage to somebody. So I have chosen 8 locations. Sorry. All right, the cat's not choosing quite yet, but our choices for today is Philadelphia, famous for having streets. We've got San Francisco, who brought us Dr. Hoffman and the Berkeley University. Nice. New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz. We like 5-step. Ostende in Belgium, famous for fish and chips. Genoa in Italy, famous for the origin of blue jeans. Can you believe it? Then Sydney in Australia, a place, well, it has the largest natural harbour, but it's also the only ride it ever had was due to rum. Then Dublin, who brought us Bono, who made Joshua trees famous. And lastly, Japan, the city in the world with the most vending machines. We have our official server mixer, that is Cara, and there's, okay, and cheers, mate. Fig, are you prepared to choose something? No, this is not going to work. Right, Cara. All right, so I'm going to mix them up a little bit. Yeah. This is a very precise science, by the way. And drum roll, please.
San Francisco.
Berkeley it is. Dr. Hoffman, ya wee beastie. Righto, first trolley up, and we have a lot of fluorescence to look forward to.
Oh no, this torch is dying.
Right, what have we got here? This is the Erongo fluorite. This was green in the daylight. Green and purple. Yeah, and that fluoresces, no worries. Next up, these are, this is the flat of aquamarine. Aquamarine with highlight opal. There's a bit of highlight opal. Cora's got a bit more.
I think she said something like 10 or 16 or something.
Okay, so a lot of highlight opal on the aquamarine.
A foil tight. I'm scared to touch this stuff.
Okay, foil tight. Give me some shine. There's a little bit of. Some of it had highlight opal, some of it, not all of them. There we go.
Some of this
Cora.
is fluorite, so.
Yeah, there's fluorite in the mix as well.
I think this torch is dying, dude. This one had fluorite. I don't know what all if this is a paper.
Interesting stuffs.
Dust.
So that's more fluorite.
Fluorite.
Oh, nice red fluorite. What's that? Okay, so this red is not.
Yeah, what is that? We're gonna have to look in the daylight. That's very cool. Oh, there's some highlight.
Some highlight opal on the fluorites.
Oh,
That's weird.
weird. Hello, Fig.
Fig, come on. FOMO, come inside and be the dog with me. The dog that doesn't want to miss out.
That's very unusual.
That's funky. There's a red as well.
And bright orange. Just normal. There's some more highlight.
It's got more highlights.
There's also on yours.
Yui! Little flat of happy sunshine fluorescy days. For days and days. Very nice flat. So what's up? What do you got next there?
Yellow fluorite.
This is the yellow fluorite. Okay.
Kind of has a weird little disco ball effect there. Don't know if is it showing up on camera?
Let's just use one of the flatter specs.
Oh. That's unusual. Look at if you do it at an angle.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't think you can see it as well as you can in person. Fig, stop. Do you UV, Fig? Very unusual.
Nice. That's
There's
the yellow
the big
fluorite.
one.
There's the big yellow fluorite. That's the.
Can you see the disco ball vibe?
Yeah.
Very strange.
Is that it?
There's a dark Okaruso.
This is the dark blackish purple blue Okaruso. That's very nice. My dog.
Biggest trap now. That's cool. That big piece is a vibe. That's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
I think that's more yellow fluorite.
More yellow fluorite.
Yeah. Disco. Yo, fluoresces at the back there like that. Hey? Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Righto. Right, the first trolley's a winner. Let's get to it. First flat today is a flat of Erongo aquamarine. They are probably not the type of aquamarines you'd want to get from Pakistan and Afghanistan, etc. But I'll tell you what, these are still absolutely beautiful. Lots and lots of little ones with beautiful terminated ends. These are rated, and there's 57 of them in this flat. Rated medium, good to very good at best, 280 grams. I'm going to show you a bit more. There are a couple of absolute winners. There we go. What have we got here? Here's look at this one. This is a cutie pie. A little aquamarine with a bit of black tourmaline. Very pretty. Nice. 57 of these little aquamarine specks are going to cost you $32. That is for flat 584. Right, so yes, Namibia, Erongo specifically, brings us probably Africa's most exceptional black tourmaline shoal, and we've seen many varieties. This is another type that I haven't actually been familiar with. The triangle formation. Look at that. And it still has, not quite the Mercedes-Benz, but it's got a beveled triangle termination. That is, it's strange, it's nice, it's weird, it's different, and it's still as beautiful. 5 little specimens, they're not that little, 1.36 kgs. These are rated as a very good grade. Let's see all 5, and all 5's with terminations. I say the biggest one's probably got the best termination. Here's a nice one as well. Not as lustrous, but beautifully formed end. Let's just go back to this one here. That is gorgeous. These 5 triangular shoal black tourmaline is going to cost $39. That is flat 579. Right, on to the next rarity. Nick has phrased it honey fluorite. It is multiple layers of cubic, but they've been fanned out so much that they've made these botryoidal formations. And as you well know, yellow fluorite is a whole different rarity all on its own. There are 4 specimens. They weigh 2.185 kilograms. This one here is especially interesting with little purple tips. Let's just get this in the sun, because you'll not be surprised to know that these are beautifully transparent. There you see those pretty little purple edges. That is absolutely exquisite. Hey, hey, hey. How sexy is that? Very sexy. Here's the last one, quite a bit more purple. Right, guys, on the note of yellow fluorite, there are 6 flats in today's sale. There's one in the middle over there. There's 6 flats. I'm calling it, any one person can only have 2 flats of yellow tourmaline, yellow fluorite, just to try and make things a little bit fair. The server thing is heavy and very competitive, but we want everyone to get some, and it's not like we have buckets and buckets of it. Likewise, there's 2 flats of the most brilliant foytite, 1 foytite per person. Cora?
Yeah, I think what I actually wanted Francis to say was, guys, just be fair. Like, everybody hopefully will get some time.
But I've said this before, the only fare out there is bus fare. 2 yellow fluorites max per person. Right. This little flat of yellow fluorite, it's a winner chicken dinner. It's going to be $46. That is for flat 571. Next up, we got Nguni Jasper roughed cobbed. We have 3.87 kilos of beautifully patterned African Jasper. And it's very hard material. It's very pretty. It is fantastic lapping stuff. If you like making little cabochons, this flat is worth a little gold mine. 3.87 kilos, rated as a very good 2A grade. This flat's going to be $33. That's for flat 537. And the first of the Brandbergs, all Burning Mountain. 6 little crystals, and there's 1 in hydro. It's just a 5.75, rated very good only. There's light little amethyst in this one. Brandberg, famous. Well, the branding is great for Brandberg, but another anhydro. But the clarity of Brandberg quartz is next level. All right, so there's a little anhydro. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is, little one. Itty bitty. Next one is a bit more smoky. Oh wow, sorry, I'm missing all the anhydros. There's 3 Brandbergs with anhydros. Let me just try to get this.
I'm not interested. Thank you for going.
I see one that's right there in the corner, actually. Well, one amethyst with a little anhydro. And then another light amethyst with lots of lepidocrocite on the upper slopey windows. Oh, that's a big one. Whee! There you go, that's the easy one. Right there, smack in the middle. Very nice flat. This flat's going to cost $47 with 3 anhydros. There's a Luck flat 581. Etched blue chalcedony. Next up, 24 of these little crystals from Sanjay, Malawi. Is blue lace without any matrix. These are rated as good, very good to A grade. They're going to set you back $41. That's for 24, 1.19 kilos. This is flat number 581. Radio, we go on to some Erongo, dark blue and green fluorite. This is definitely a sun job. 1.16 kilograms, rated good to very good at best. One purple. Oh, those are lovely clear cubes. With you can see the purple fluorite right in the middle. Nice dark fluorite, dark blue. Last are 2 large ones. There you go. That's beautiful. Look at that crystal in the middle. Gorgeous flat of Erongo, dark blue and purple fluorite. This flat's gonna cost $40 only. That is for 6 Erongo fluorites, flat 585. Witch's hats, as Cara likes to call them, 1.84 kilos, rated all as very good. And something needs to be said about very sharp. That is beautiful. These are from Zambia. Bit of a chip over there in the tip. That's not grand. Oh, well, I don't know. That's part of a... It's not really a chip. It's part of the initial crack, I suppose. And that's a beauty. That also has it. Nah, that's unfortunate. Now, all of these have actually imperfect tips. At $38, very good only. Don't know, not for me. Right, another sun job. Some honey fluorite, much like the first flat. There are 6 in this flat, 1.275 kilos, rated as good, very good to A grade. That is superb. I love fluorite, and this just appeals in every sense to me. So these little funky botroidal jobs, they're getting mined out of Ace. So Ace, more famous for famous for a tin mine. It was a major tin mine during the apartheid years. Not a very good mine, and wouldn't have survived without the government of the heyday supporting it. But Ace has since then uncovered quite a lot of other minerals, but mostly famous for calcite. But now fluorite as well. This is the best of the bunch, man. Look at this one. Beautiful flat of yellow orange fluorite. It's going to cost $48. That is flat 529. Up next, we got some more fluorite, but this time green. Green colour. This looks like the Caribib deposit with the vermiculite, but also with the very interesting, there we go.
You mean Erongo?
Yeah, Erongo is a province, but Caribib is in Erongo. But this is the old alien eye formation, the bicubic or thrombic, I suppose. What's the best name for it? There's a nice one. It's like a terminated cube. There we go. It's not as clean. Lots of little cubes here. Tourmaline. These are rated, I imagine, all over the show. Good, very good to A grade, 650 grams. This fluorite with feldspar, with vermiculite feldspar. There's one with a bit of clear quartz as well. There's one with black tourmaline. And there's the one with the funky vermiculite. This flat's going to cost $40. That is for 35 green fluorites. That's a flat 534. Right, foytite. Beautiful foytite. You go look up foytite. What you're going to get is some mucky grey material. Not this. This is next level. It is very good to A grade, 745 grams. And fine little fibrous. Let me just try and get in there more. Like fibers that do tend to get stuck in your fingers if you're not careful. Definitely not your average rock licker's rock. 4 of these little specimens. That is with some green fluorite as well. Absolutely marvelous. On top of feldspar. It'd shine a bit better if I put it in light. Of course it would. Did you do so earlier, Francis? More fluorite as well. And this is the beastie. This is the biggest of the bunch, man. And I say that across all flats. I think I haven't seen anyone bigger.
Got a flat of 6.
This is a flat of 4.
So, Jupiter, still vodka in there if you want to extra mate.
Absolutely beautiful. Foytite like you've never even known about before. Awesome, awesome stuff. This is going to be $74 for the 4, and that's full flat 539.
What is soy type made of?
It's a tourmaline family. The composition, chemical composition, I have no idea. Maybe you should look into that. What is the chemical composition of foytite? Bruce Cairncross calls it fluorofoytite. It is relatively new. I think this has only been accepted into the fraternity of rock lickers and dead rock lickers for the past 30 years. So yeah, very interesting specimen, interesting stuff. Beautiful, beautiful fibrous needle-like structures on top of feldspar. Special. I'm going to come and ask you about that later, okay? Excellent. Thank you, Cora. Right, next up, more fire-burning mountain quartz. There are 35 of these little beasties, and they are beautiful, smoky, clear crystals. Here's one with a little cluster, 450 grams altogether. It's just all of these actually deserve light. That's tremendously clear. No doubt there will be, no doubt, and I do say no doubt there will be anhydros in these. Man, good Brandberg, nothing beats excellent quality Brandberg. These 35 weigh 450 grams. This is going to be $61 for them, flat 647. On to familiar territory, Buchanut hook. We've got 6 reasonably large clusters. They weigh 1.62 kilograms altogether. These are the light lilac with the dark lilac tips. Limonite at the base versions. Beautiful amethyst, also called spirit quartz. I suspect it's because color sort of resembles our, well, meths. Spirit meths here is the color of purple. In America, you know it as denatured alcohol, which is without the color, and that wouldn't be a nice trade name. Denatured spirit quartz. No, it's just not going to work. Denatured quartz. No, spirit quartz. Just so you know what you're dealing with, and just so you don't accidentally drink it.
In a way, it has
Your concept of nature seems to exclude human behavior. So, Cora reckons these are denatured because they've been dug up. But you can buy this for $73 and give it a home and renature it. Flats 578. Brandberg again. We've got 20 reasonably larger clusters here. They are pretty. There's one in the hydro, but let's get there when we get there. 560 grams. Oh, there's a double termination. That is awesome. Lots of little clusters here. Here we go. Okay, and Hydra, where are you? Oh yeah, no, it's a tiny little anhydra. It is there. From this point, it runs vertically. Anyway, right, so it's too easy to get caught up in these crystals, man. They are just too much of beautiful. Right, $38 for the 20. That is a beautiful, beautiful flat. Flat 532. Onto some more of the Caribib fluorite. These little clusters here. Let's see, the rating is good, very good to A grade. Lots of vermiculite, lots of tourmaline. These also sometimes have, should always keep an eye out for aquamarine. Oh, that's cutie. Look at that little cluster over there. Sweet. That's interesting. This flat here weighs 840 grams. It's going to cost $38. That's flat 632. Right, not to step too far away from the Brandbergs, we got three beautiful large clusters here. What I suspect might be epidote at the base. That's that green. And this large, deep purple one. Absolutely superb. And these little side crystals are as gorgeous. Third one here, this flat weighs 1.22 kilos in totality. Let's get that little crystal there. These are absolutely beautiful, man. Oh, I have missed Brandberg. We haven't had some for quite some time. So this makes for very pleasant viewing and feeling. This flat of Brandberg is going to cost $90. That's for 1.22 kilos. And what are they rated? They're rated good, very good to A grade. That's flat 603. Right, on to some Namibian blue lace agate slices. Old-fashioned stuff, this. 1.365 kilos, rated good to very good. That's a blue lace in matrix. Okay, matte polish on the one side. Hey, what's my dog? He's just doing his paperwork, eh? Fixed. Look at these beautiful patterns here. Got the blue lace. Weighing 1.365 kilos. This blue lace is going to be $35 for that $5.80. Onto the middle of the trolley we go, and we kick it off for some Lacassi, beautiful, some of it ball, but mostly betroidal malachite covered in druzy. Two specimens here. They weigh, see, what is that? 1.57 kilos. With very interesting formations there. With that dolomite, and that's all the way around. This one's a beautiful deep dark green. You can see that beautiful dolomite shining through the druzy. Beautiful, beautiful specimens. Rated very good to A grade, these two. It's going to cost $30. Is that right? $30? No, that can't be right. It's more like $56. Is that 5527? 5527. So yeah, 1,200 rand. So that is around about $57 for the two, not $30. Right, that's flight 527. Right, one largish, beautiful honey, well, yellow fluorite, petroidal with beautiful step cubes formation. It weighs 1.41 kilos. It's rated as very good. That is so delicious. Awesome. They're not expensive either. This one here, it's going to cost $50. That is flat 601. Then on to a beautiful, and I do mean that's a really pretty large celestite. It weighs 9.46 kilograms. It's got a nice vug with a portal to the reality over there. It's maybe not exactly what people are looking for, but it is beautiful. Large crystal down at the bottom. The celestite's going to be $203. That's almost 10 kilograms worth of strontium. Flat 509. Right, next up, Burning Mountain, and it's a large, beautiful cluster, and it has an anhydro at the top. Let's just take our time here. So one glorious double termination, more double termination, some self-healing crystals. This is a glorious little, and it's not that little either. Two anhydros here. Cara could get them. She's got an eye for them. I suspect it's only one anhydro. Anyway, I can't get it on the camera. It's a beautiful Brandberg. This is a definite cabinet specimen, rated very good, 1.67 kilos. It's going to cost all of $140. That is for flat 591. And then quite a small little, after the Brandberg, it's a small little black tourmaline cluster, different in nature, beautiful, well-formed, fibrous terminations. It's rated as very good. It weighs 690 grams. That little fella, that's going to cost $42 for flat 615. So we've got a bit of a quandary, and it's not a bad quandary to have. And I'd like your opinion, and I'd like to hear some suggestions. As we all work with rarities, we know that not all rocks are equal. Some are more gemmy than others. Some formations are better. Some come from legendary deposits, and others come from legendary deposits where the mines have been closed for quite some time. So you all know what I'm talking about. The quandary is how do these rarities fit into our wholesale business model? So for a wholesaler like us, we generally we buy from the miners, or in the case of Congo, we work through agents, but invariably buying bulk means we pay per kilogram, grade dependent. And then sometimes, because we buy so much, we'll get lucky, and the miners or the agents will slip us some nice items because they appreciate bulk sales. This has changed a bit and a lot ever since Africa's got more internet now. So the Congolese, for example, where 8 months ago we could buy rhodo calcite or cobalt-bearing calcite per kg, they don't like that anymore, so we have to barter for each individual piece. This is fine, it is what it is, but it also hails a time where things are changing in the industry, especially for us in Africa here. But let me not digress. I'm talking, massive rarities from the Congo as well. But elsewhere as well. So I'd like to avail my collection, Cara as well, Nick as well. There are some of our clients who I suppose would also like to avail their specimens for sale. Just how to do it from a wholesale, you can't. It doesn't fit into wholesale. You can't go per kg on a piece of, well, you can go on a piece of sugilite, but it gets silly. Or a piece of disclosite. I mean, you don't per kg that shit. Watermelon, tourmaline, indicolite, whatever. So these items, I want to propose that once a month on a Sunday, I do an actual live auction of not many items, because obviously rarities are not like in a profuse abundance. But once a month on a Sunday, I have a little auction of a dozen or 2 dozen specimens in an auction. So what do you guys think about that? Let's see what lights up and on the second trolley. Fig, you already bust into the room once. You might as well come in again now.
Come on, Fig.
Come on. Into the dark room.
Any day now.
Like a sad bed brown dog.
Get inside.
Yeah, in there.
In there.
Sit, be
quiet.
Be quiet. Be a good brown dog. Right, next. Okay, trolley 2 has a lot of going for it as well. Here we got 6 Erongo black tourmaline and, well, mostly black tourmaline and smoky quartz. There's one, not much there, not much there.
No, just one.
Just the one. Next up, the yellow fluorite. Depending on which way you look at it, it's hey, focus here.
I am focusing.
Oh, this is just me. Oh, we got 2. Whoa!
I was just checking if
We got 2.
that's better, definitely. Wow, that's cool. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Wow.
Okay, that's weird, Cara. You weird. Do that again.
Don't mock me.
Don't mock her to. Oh, okay. So, right. So the yellow fluorite fluoresces. Whoa! And then you've got Erongo. Oh, you must be from Erongo. Highlight opal for Africa. I think there's 56 little specimens or crystals in here. Then 2 large ones. This is a odd one. So this is the black tourmaline with lepidolite,
Lithium.
which is lithium. There's okay. So see, there's a little bit of red there. Look there.
Ooh.
So we found this earlier. Apparently it's quite abundant, except that we've never seen it before. A haloite. I'll find out the name again just now, but yeah, it was a recent one. So yeah, the lithium doesn't light up. Meh. Right, a large center trolley highlight opal specimen. That is.
Jesus, like
Big little vacuum there. Right, that is spectacular. That is, well, that is the main show is the highlight, and then the tourmaline and the smoky quartz is a little side
Oh,
show.
but there is some on there. Oh, hold that. There. That's nice. And in there.
Right, yeah.
That's a cool piece.
Okay, and then there's a flat of, I think there's 90 little specimens in here.
And Audrey's noted that. Ba-da-bam-bam. Sorry, I need the light to see. 16. Right.
Okay, 16 out of 90. Next
Let's
up.
go. 1.
No, don't even think about it. Right, Cora wanted to know if the topaz lights up. It lights up like anything else does beneath the fan. Then there's the foytite. So that's very interesting. So the foytite has a little bit of blue. Shock and horror. It starts off being blue, now it's just fluorescent blue.
I feel like we shouldn't be picking this stuff up.
And there's still some of more of that red splotchy.
Oh, that was just a red piece of... That's not in the rock. Fluorite!
Yeah, fluorite. Transport doesn't. Are you sure this is not the ordinary flight, Cora? Yeah, I think. Yeah, thank you. No, that's weird. Where's the photographer's one?
It's dying. It's a myelite. Something there. I don't know.
Cannot that one. That one's got too much quartz. No, this is not grafting at all.
Wrong wavelength.
Right. Well, that is a lot to look forward to.
Flashy.
All right. See you now. On to the second trolley, and we are greeted by some beautiful black tourmaline, smoky quartz, and what seems to be some highlight opal. Good, very good to A grade, almost a kilogram. Beautiful smoky quartz. Oh, nice formed black tourmaline. These are very nice little cliff. Beautiful tourmaline. Very nice little flat of smokies and tourmaline. It's going to cost $46. That is flat 557. Very nice. On to some shutterkite. This is Kalkafelt, I think. I believe. Yeah, Kalkafelt, the northern part of Namibia. It says 35, but I already see 1, 2, 3, 38. There's 38 pieces here. There's a, let's just see, that's a bit of silicification on the inside there. That's very nice. Chrysocolla. Some shutterkite. There's a bit of malachite in here. That's very cool. These are rated, by the way, as good, very good to A grade. There's a toroidal chrysocolla action with on top of quartz. Yeah, that's very nice. There's always with a quartz in, makes for very nice cabochons and polished material. Very nice flat, this. Shutterkite, chrysocolla, malachite. There's this slightly tan stuff. That's the clay version of kaola. Well, kaolinite's little niece or cousin, halloysite. This flat's going to be $26 for 1.255 kilograms worth of, well, Shatter Kite cocktail. Flat 551. Next up, we got Brandberg Smokies on the cuff. We got 2 in hydros. Let's start there. Oh, I don't see him. Oh, just double terminated here. That's a beautiful smoky. Lovely dark. Gee, that looks like an hydro. It's just not moving. 12 of these, 5.65, 565 grams. The rated good, very good to A grade. Let's spend some time on these, man, because they are absolutely gorgeous. This one here, another in hydro. Oh, yeah, no, that one's easy to see. Smally one, though. Hey, there goes Brian. Hey, Brian. Beautiful flat of Brandberg Smokies, $44 only for flat 542. Right, earlier in the first trolley we had some of the triangular formulated black tourmaline, and here we've got 6. Weighing slightly more than 4 kilograms. Look at that. There's that triangle. Another 3 triangles. It's a bit more, you can see where the Mercedes-Benz was, and then it just flattens out to make the triangle, which kind of makes sense. Gorgeous. Beautiful, well formed black tourmaline. Piezo and pyro sensitive. These are rated as good, very good. $27 for these odd shaped or odd terminated black tourmalines. Flat 649. Then polychrome jasper mushrooms, rated good, very good to A grade. There's 6 of them. They weigh slightly less than 2 kilograms. That's a weird, nice lunar landscape there. This is a rather fat-bottomed mushroom. It's a bit of a nasty chip there. Chips there as well. And this one is just full-on dragon skull. That is quite rare. Also unscathed by any chips on the lids. That's nice. This is flat, $48 for the 6. That's flat 463. 563. Just get it right. On to some diaptase from the Congo. Rated good, very good to A grade. 940 grams for 4 specimens. This one here has got lovely large crystals with malachite in the mix as well. One of the largest mother stones has got beautiful clarity to the crystals. Got a lot of malachite here. This one's probably the pick of the bunch. Because, yeah, no, for sure. This is gorgeous. Lots of, there's that bladed malachite after azurite pseudomorphs. This is a gorgeous little specimen. Check. All around on the bottom and then just all around. That is lovely. Rated good, very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost $179. That is for flat 544. Onto some Atlanticite or stichtite on serpentine. That is stichtite, that beautiful luscious groovy purple lilac on the dark green serpentine. These are from Barberton. Barberton being in the Lowveld. I grew up there. Famous for its gold mines. Also the first, well, the place where the stock exchange existed for the first time in South Africa. It's a funny shape. What do you call that? The slope cushion? Maybe it's a new trend. Beanbag. Would that be right? 6 beanbag stichtites, 1.23 kgs, rated very good to A grade. $49 for the 6, flat 625. Right, on to some more beautiful Brandberg. There are 35 of these gorgeous little beauties, rated good, very good to A grade. We could take our time. There's most likely to be a few in hydros in here. Well, not this one specifically, but yeah, no one can obviously check all of them all the time. So this is a nice double termination. Hey, Brandbergs are beautiful when they are clear, and they more often than not they're clear. Great for the branding. You know what? Nowhere else do I really see proper window quartz. Like, okay, let's just go back to the one I had. See that there? Proper window quartz. And when I say window quartz, I get distracted. But this formation here is like a proper window with frames and you name it. Window quartz. See this another great example over there. In there. Yeah, window quartz. Actually comes from Swiss, which is weird, which is a Fenster quartz, which is more Dutch than anything, but apparently it's Swiss. Anyway, 35 absolutely stunning smoky Brandbergs. These are going to cost you $37. This is flat 538. On to some bastite or dragon bloodstone. This is a beautiful red piemontite on an epidote matrix. These 6 large pieces, which weigh close to 5 kilos, all rated as A grade lapidary material, that is. It is a beauty. They're going to cost $34. That's for 4.89 kgs worth of bastite, flat 606. Then we have some malacola. Oh, that's beautiful. Large pieces of layered malachite with the chrysocolla over the top. That's pretty, but the larger one of the two is even prettier. Both of these weigh 2.15 kilos all together. This one, go around the side, there's a kaolinite. Beautiful botryoidal. Oh, should I just slow down, Francis? There you go. Beautiful malacolas. They're rated as very good to A grade. These are going to cost you $73. That is for flat 577. Onto some Cabochon dolomite or Salrose. 1.22 kilos. These are rated, all is very good. Nice little bit of chrysocolla, bit of sprinkling. Could well be that little splotchy splotch there, could well be corwezite. Nicely formed dolomite there with the Cabochon Influence, 1.22 kilos. This flat's going to cost $39 for flat 575. On to my favorite flavor mineral at the moment, we got some foytite. This is a beauty. It's got the beautiful foytite base and then a very delicate little quartz cluster on the top. 6 of these specimens rated very good to A grade, 745 grams. This one is especially special because it has a whole lot of green fluorite in the mix as well. Now I'd actually want to take these out into some sunlight because those little fibers really come alive in the light. Look at that, that is just stunning, man. There as well some green fluorite. Nice fluorite there as well. This is on feldspar. This one is the deepest blue of the bunch.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Let's just try and get in there and show you the fibers. That is absolutely stunning.
The wood balls as well.
This little flat here of fluorofoytite, as Bruce Ginkros would call it, is $72. And definitely one for the collectors. You don't want to miss out on flat 572. Very nice. Next up, we got some Brandberg. Not just any Brandberg, a flat of 6 Brandbergs. These are, I'm going to take them out because we got one very nice smoky. Sorry, Gaynor, did you say rabbit dashwood?
Rabbit.
Oh, rabbit dashwood. Okay, no, just to clear that up.
Dashuds are notoriously neat.
That's one of ours.
Please, guys, feel free to join in on the dog conversation. Is your dashwood needy? Some beautiful. This little cluster here with a 2 has got some iron oxide on the outside, giving it that rather attractive orange glow to it. But I tell you what, of all these, and this is 790 grams, good, very good to A grade, this little fella here is what it's all about. Look at that double terminated amethyst crystals. That is, I think this is the one they used in the newsletter, and everyone got very excited about it. Unfortunately, there are hundreds of them. This is the only one, but they're all unique. And this one is especially special. This flat here, including the Cathedral of Smoky Amethyst, is going to be $51, and that is for flat 528. Next up, we have a flat of highlight opal, and more highlight opal. There are 56 little units, rated as good, very good to A grade. Then there's highlight opal. There's some highlight. There's a little bit black tourmaline as well. Those are very nicely shaped. Let's have a closer look. Smoky quartz. There's a smoky quartz. There's a beautiful black tourmaline with a highlight opal. There's the old-fashioned Mercedes. There we go. Lekker. That's a gorgeous flat of fluorescence, really. It's only going to cost $33 for 56 pieces, flat 524. Winner. Right, on to some, well, yellow honey fluoride, slightly burnt honey in some cases, such as this one here. Let's take a look. Sorry, Figster. That is a beautiful specimen. Also that botryoidal botryoidal conglomeration of fanned cubes. Twelve of these specimens, they weigh 1.29 kilograms, rated well, good to very good, but they are superbly special. These don't come around every day. There we go. Look at the translucence. That's stunning. This flat here, 12 yellow fluorites, $38. $38 is nothing for flat 547. Oh, why I want it flat. Tell you what, I want the next flat as well. Here we've got 90 little black tourmaline units, but it should hypothetically just be a Namibian cocktail. Is a absolutely mint-shaped shoal crystal, and there's a lot of highlight opal, 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 more highlight opal. Well, basically, you get what I'm saying. There's a lot of highlight opal. Bit of smoky quartz. This is a beautiful little specimen, or a little cluster. Tell you what, it's always worth checking for aquamarine. I think I might have said that already today. Different type of black tourmaline. That's pretty awesome. Okay, I can spend all day here, but I tell you what, I am so sure this flat had aquamarine, or at least one. No, that's just highlight. Nice smoky there. This is nice. Man, this is such a good flat. I'm gonna put money on it that this flat has aquamarine. I'm just not seeing it. I really want to find it now. Like a dog with a bone. Damn, aquamarine's gonna come to me. Oh, hello. Look at that. That's quite likely to be foytite. That's funky. Awesome flat. It weighs 1.26 kilograms. It's $57 for 90 crystals. That is for flat 562. And I need to come back here. Right, on to some blue lace agates. There are 5 specimens in here. These are rated good, very good to A grade. There's a 2 there with nice deep vugs, and then the rest are all covered in beautiful crystal quartz. This one here is always worth looking for a little bit of calcite. It's not uncommon with the Sanjay blue lace. Nice flat, 2.39 kilos. It's going to be $35 for, well, $35 for 2.39 kilos is pretty cheap. That is for flat 543. Next up, right, Brandberg. Let's start with a nice, big, attractive fellow with a cluster on the top there, cut out of a cavity. That is pretty nifty. Beautiful crystals. These are rated as very good, almost a kilogram. And then this one here has got an anhydro. It's quite a long crystal, bit of a scepter going. The tip is, let's see the tip there, it's been naturally hurt and it has grown back somewhat. But let's have a look for the anhydro. The anhydro in this one is quite deep. It's not on the surface. I can't really see in the sunlight. There you go. Maybe this shade would be better for this. Here you go. It's a little one. Here we go. Nice. That's a decent crystal, man. Beautiful Brandberg clarity. That's a winner. These three are going to cost $68. That is for flat 536. Next up, we got some topaz. Topaz from, I'm going to assume this is from the Kleiner Spitzkoppen, which is famous for topaz. This is the largest of the crystals. These are rated, probably lapillary material, good to very good, 360 grams. There's a fair amount of them. There's orange ones, little greenish ones, and then some with like a nice, expensive looking blue sheen. This is the murkiest of the bunch. The rest are pretty clear. Very nice topaz. It's going to cost $40 for this little lunch bag. It's a flat 526. Onto the middle of the trolley, and here's a once-off that you don't see often. It is, well, it's a once-off. Vermiculite, black tourmaline, and lepidolite. So that's basically lithium hanging out in a pocket somewhere. I asked Nick about this. It really is a once-off. He hasn't seen it before, and the deposit's not really known either. So yeah, very interesting specimen. That's with the lepidolite on top of the vermiculite. Nice vermiculite base as well. Lots of vugs leading to more vermiculite. Lol. Beautiful little specimen. It weighs 910 grams, rated as a very good. It's going to set you back $36, flat 553. Look at our took. We got the large window, slightly smoky lilac variety. And it's a beautiful cluster. Lots of iron over there, also at the base. These are rated as very good to A grade. The smaller of the two's got the longer finger, a lot more iron, a lot more red. Oh, that's there we go. Look at that iron there. With limonite also. Beautiful cluster. They weigh 1.86 kilograms altogether. They're going to set you back $74. That's for flat 545. Right then, a cabinet specimen. This is a bit of Lacassi malachite covered in druzy. Lots of it. It's a nice stander as well. Checked earlier, it does not have much going on the back end of it, but on the face value, it's an absolute beaut. Weighs 3.15 kilograms. Lovely formations. It's going to cost $135. That's for some Lucasi Magic, flat 531. Then on to another gorgeous Malacola specimen. That's Chrysocolla on top of malachite. It's a large one. I did stand this one earlier, 2.95 kilograms. You can see that gorgeous heterogenite mixing it up with a kaolinite white, and then that pretty baby blue on top of the green malachite. It's a beautiful specimen. It is large. It's rated very good. Back, sir. Here we go. Beautiful specimen. This one's going to cost $102, which is pretty cheap for, what is that, almost 3 kilograms worth of Malacola. Flat 640. Very nice. Then we have got ourselves some, well, you want to say, oh, look, it's black tourmaline. Well, I tell you what, before black tourmaline, before smoky quartz, this is first and foremost highlight opal. And I'll show you highlight opal starting from here, reaching all the way to the front. Weighs 2.41 kilos, rated very good, more A-gradish. There's some indecision and mixed handwriting there. Oh, what's that? Is that clean? No, yeah, that comes off. It's a beautifully well-formed tourmaline. That is a very special specimen, and I can probably make it stand up if I really wanted it to. But yeah, there we go. A triangle of highlight and a cacophony of Erongo magic. It's going to set you back a lot of money. $104 lot of money. $104 for flat 66. Happy days. Right, so some of you might know that Albert went home. You know, Albert from Albert Mountain, the Lesotho calcite. Well, he went to Lesotho and he returned today without anything. So I'm going to ask him some pertinent questions. I want to know what's going on, if I can find him. Oh, look, Nick found a rock.
Oh, look at
that. Rocks.
Not just rocks. Those are Brandberg.
Gypsum. What? No, that's...
Albert Mountain.
Albert... What? Oh, did he actually bring stuff? Because I was going to be a little...
Look at this one.
That's really cool.
Oh, so he did bring stuff. I was literally on my way to confront him.
But just samples. Just samples.
They are so cool.
That is wicked cool. Nice calcite. Where is that man? Hey, you winner. Why have you come with so little calcite? People are asking pertinent questions here. And don't tell me it was snowing.
Yeah, tell them that it's snowing.
But you're a hardy African, and not to mention you're well padded. When are we going to get more material? Is Nick going to give you...
I'm not sure, maybe next month, I'm not sure.
Really? Next month?
Yeah.
But it's still going to snow.
This time now, it's much snow and cold.
Oh, okay. All right.
But it's a lot.
There's a lot?
Yeah, it's a lot there.
No, we want the big ones. The big one, cool.
Yeah, there's some big ones, but not big, but...
Okay, so maybe we can hold our breath for a month.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good to know.
Thank you, Albert.
On to the third trolley, and we're going to start the show with a A-grade only silky malachite. 1.47 kilograms. There we go. Look at this. I do wonder, where is it now? That's over there. Who are you? These weigh 1.47 kilos. This one's got a nice big deep cave. Let me put the light on. Some beautiful silky malachite. This is from Kasompi in the Congo. This little malachite's going to cost all of $58. That is flat $268. Then Brandberg, because when we're on a Brandberg binge, we're not going to stop with just a couple of flats. This is a good to very good to A grade, 730 grams. I feel that I need to take this into the sun. This is exactly what I'm going to do. I think this is the only Brandberg flat we've had today without any anhydrous. How absurd. I'd almost be disappointed, almost as though anhydrous should come with every flat. Annoying rarities. I feel like I'm going to find an anhydrous myself. This sector. Nice look at the crowsite. Ooh, last one, dark smoky amethyst. That's a nice flat, a 12 dark smoky amethyst Brandbergs. These are going to cost, well, $47. That is for flat 620. Then Malagasy agate slices. There are 6 of these slices. That quartz in the middle is always attractive. Beautiful banded patterns. You know it's Malagasy when it's polished on both sides. Not like the wenwees. Oh, wenwees. You wouldn't know what a wenwee is. That's basically a term for Zimbabweans. Because most of the time they start the conversation with when we were in Zimbabwe. So we just call them wenwees. Hey, maybe we should ask them. I think I will. 6 slices of banded agates. It's going to cost $41 for the 6. That's flat 644. More Brandberg. Into the sun we go, because I can see there's 1, 2, 3 crystals here with anhydrous. 640 grams. This is not one. It's just a beautiful smoky. But there's an anhydrous. Let's see if we can catch it. Yeah, no, that's an easy one. To the sort of kind of on a higher echelon, above the cut. Bit more of an amethyst. This is so clear. But there's so much going on. How do you even... Oh, that is beautiful. No, I can't see it there. Apparently there's 2 in this one. Obviously written there in big scratchy cokey by Audrey.
Best thing in the world.
What's that, Cora?
And also with
Cora's
hunting.
favorite thing.
I found her
She's a
hunting.
hunter. Oh, good. We're gonna go back there before the end of it all. This flat 12 rated very good to a thought of A. 12 of them, they're gonna set you back $45. That's a hang on, $45. Let's just look at the clusters. Oh, she's a beauty.
That one, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
Oh my gosh.
that's one hot totty Brandberg.
These are all, and you'll find in hydros, even in the ones that Audrey hasn't thinged, I've seen in hydros in some of these.
Yeah, Cora says that if you go looking for them, you will find them. This is flat 639. That is $45.
Now we are?
We're going to return. Oh, let's do that last, Cora.
I'm packing up.
Okay, I asked her to find the aquamarine in that previous trolley's
So I
flats of
think
90.
that was the one,
That's definitely the one.
and then I found this one as well.
Ah, 2. That's funky.
That's definitely aquamarine.
Nice piece of aquamarine and tourmaline. Is there a better combination other than, say, Faf de Klerk and Andre Pollard? I don't think so. A little itsy bitsy tourmalini. Might be 1, 2 there. Tiny little one. Very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a very tiny little piece
That's
of
beautiful.
aquamarine.
Stunning.
It is.
Where's the other one? Oh, you put it back.
I'll put it back. You're going to find it again. Right, on to some polished malachite freeforms. All 6 of them weighing 1.15 kilos. Rated as good, very good to A grade. Nice banded patterns. That one's never minded. This is a beaut.
Take it back in the paper.
That's pretty. Nice flat of polished malachite. These are only going to set you back $33. That's very nice. Flat 582. On to some green fluorite from Erongo. 560 grams, rated good, very good to A grade. Let's find the A grade. That's okay. I think the ones on Matrix are actually going to be the best. Oh, that's beautiful cubics. Nice traditional green fluorite. No weird shapes. These are going to cost $36. That is flat 610. On to some one side polished only. There's a matte polish on the back. Some blue lace agate. This is Namibian blue lace agate. Let's just slowly go over these. There's some nice green in there as well. Oh, this one's thin as ever. Sure. So thin it's, wow, I need some light for that. I'm not going to hunt that down too much. Very nice flat of some blue lace slices. They're rated as good to very good only, 1.76 kilos. They're going to cost $48. This is flat 650. Nice. Right, on to Erongo's Glowy Special. It is Highlight Opal Galore. 3 reasonably large specimens. There's a bit of quartz in there as well. That's a lot of highlight. They weigh 1.78 kilos, rated as 1 good, 1 very good, and 1 A grade. Let's assume that this one is the good grade only. That is, you can see the highlight opal along the edge there. And then we got some black tourmaline as well. A lot of highlight opal. This flat's going to be $62. That is flat 612. Lacassi malachite with druzy. We got 12 little specimens here. It's 880 grams. And it's always nice to get that dark green ones. There's quite a few. This flat. Oh, there's the lightest of the bunch. No, this is the lightest of the bunch. These are rated very good to A grade. And they are pretty attractive. If you like a bit of druzy in your life. Happy days, and this flat's for you. $49 for the 12. That is flat 593. Nice. Right, on to Caribib fluorite. We had quite a bit of this a few months ago. It is these are the ones with the funky blunted octahedral shapes. Vermiculite. This is Caribib. Green fluorite. There's purple in the mix as well. But tourmaline, feldspar, tourmaline, vermiculite. These are rated as good to very good only. I tell you what, look at that crystal right there in the middle. That is special. More tourmaline. There's some purple fluorite all on its lonesome self with a bit of foytite there on the side. Nice. This flat's going to cost $50. That's for 6. That is flat 646. Right up, we've got from Sanjay some pretty ordinary looking blue lace agate polished forms. This is, I think, the nicest of the bunch. Beautiful blue lace sandwich. What are these rated as good to very good at best? 1.33 kgs. Don't know if they're dirty or let me just give them a rub. No. Yeah, let's just slowly pan over them. Yeah, they're a bit whatever. I think the magic is always in the sides, not so much on top. Sometimes the tops are very nice patterns. Like this one here, that's very nice. That's very cool. There's those little flower patterns over there. Other than that, it's pretty meh. $34 for the 12. That is flat 592. On to a Namibian Erongo mix. We've got some fluorite with quartz. Little purple-tipped green cubes. There's quite a few of them. There's 3. There's 10 specimens in total in this flat. Rated as good to very good. It's a nice piece of black tourmaline, some orange calcite, some very nice, and yeah, that's a very nice, I'd say that's A grade, rough purpurite. That's very cool. Some more fluorite, it's a purple fluorite base, likewise this one. And then feldspar. But what has the feldspar got for us today? A little bit of quartz on the side. Nah, not much. Black tourmaline. Yeah, that's very cool. Beautiful black tourmaline crystals. Awesome. This flat's going to cost $29. That's a nice party pack. Flat 588. Next up, we got some Brandberg, clear quartz Brandberg this time. Obviously, one little anhydro, the size of a pin. Oh, it is literally just over there. I don't think it's moving much, but it's there. It's static and hydro. This is these 12. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Beautiful clear quartz with a lot of busyness on the inside. 970 grams. These are rated good, very good to A grade. Nice bit of a bit of crowsite as well. Large window. This flat's going to set you back $68. That's for flat 613. Right, now, if you were with us on Saturday, you would recognize these, and we had a little bit of a guess, and I got it wrong. I said foytite. Oh, I can't remember what I said. I thought foytite. It's not foytite at all. This is nickel-bearing iron, and it's funky as. Nickel-bearing iron on top of smoky quartz. There's a little bit of black tourmaline in there as well. That is very fragile. Is that's something else? That's weird. Let's try and get some light on this. Very ferro-esque. Six of these rated as good, very good to A grade. I wouldn't even know where to start. More. It's fragile. 1.22 kgs. This flat's going to set you back all of $42. Very nice, very unique and different. Flat 634. On to smoky quartz, black tourmaline, the highlight, and there's one special one. There's highlight opal all around. Beautiful. Black tourmaline. More highlight opal. This is the one with a beautiful foytite as well. These beautiful little clusters, and then all the foytite in between. Awesome. A bit of a larger one. Here's a black tourmaline. Works its way into the quartz, or was it the quartz that worked its way into the black tourmaline? 1.175 kilos, rated good to very good, $41. This is flat 564. On to Malagasy Polished Magic, we've got some chlorite quartz. Just a garden variety, nice smoky with liquid crocite, lots of iron there as well. More cloudy, this one. Nice subtle hints of smoky on the side there. Here's one double terminated with those are definitely greenish looking rutile. chlorite. That is a chip there. These, it's a weird chip. Right there next to the limonite. Rated as a good, very good to A grade. This flat's going to cost $69 for flat 635. Next up, beautiful yellow fluorite. These two specimens here. There's not enough light, but that is beautiful translucent material, 1.33 kilos. These are rated as a very good grade. That's all two of them. They're going to cost $44. That is flat 618. Then more Brandberg. Can you believe it? 20 little crystals here. I see one marked with an anhydro. Geez, I don't think we've ever had as many anhydros. You know, whoa, that's a biggie. That's an easy one. See that? So cool. It's a highway hydro. Cool. These 20 are rated good, very good to A grade. Just slightly more than 300 grams. Here's a nice little amethyst fella. A bit of healing going on over there. What's going on here? Oh, hello. You are interesting and pretty. This flat's going to be $30 only. That's for 20 Brandbergs. That is flat 546. Nice. Then on to some unicate, 5.75 kilograms worth of epidote and peachy feldspar. These 12 are rated very good to A grade lapidary material. It's well, it's a whole lot of it. Unicate. Unicite's going to set you back $34. That is flat 636. Brandberg, yes please. 660 grams. There are 3 large-ish crystals in here. I want light. That's nice. That's beaut. Could be chlorite, more likely to be epidote. That green on the exterior. Oh, look, another anhydro. Shock and horror. This is bad, man, for the anhydro business. We can't have this many. Everyone's going to go, oh, what a flat of 12. Another anhydro. My God. This is kind of getting anhydro tedious. Not really. Let's just see. I need some light on there. Hello. Anhydro. That's a little one. Okay. That's cool. Another flat of beautiful Brandbergs. They're going to set you back $51. That's for flat 643. On to the center of the trolley, and we're greeted by none other than another Brandberg. This is 980 grams. It's rated as very good. And let's just take a little time. You've got these little side crystals, and then that cheeky one there. And then a whole bunch of double terminations. Look at those little centerpieces there. Some on the side here. And then all bunches over there as well. That's a pretty little cluster. It's going to cost all of $79. That's for flat 630. Nice. Then a large book and note hook. The kind of large window with the darker lilac tips variety with a nice little hamster down at the bottom. It's a biggie. It's 4.35 kgs. It's rated as very good to A grade. Let's just put that in perspective. It's gorgeous. Let's just slowly go over these crystals. The larger book and note hooks are certainly becoming a bit of a rarity. This is stock we got from Nelspruit, not from book and note hook. It's old stock. This fella's here is going to be $207. That's for flat 498. Nice. Then Chrysocolla. Oh, pseudomorph heaven. Right, here we go. Look at these. This is juicy coated Chrysocolla or pseudomorphs. Chrysocolla after malachite after azurite. That's azurite that gives those lovely little stalactitic kind of acicular formations. Very special. Mother stone is rather big, but I tell you what, those formations are exceptional and not. You don't get a lot of these. Beautiful juicy in the coating as well. It weighs 2.28 kilograms. It's gonna cost $219. That is pretty special. There's some on the side here as well, which is less spectacular, but this is flat 608, $219. Then on to Mumbwa, we got Jacaranda Amethyst. There's two clusters. We start with the Dullard Ordinary, which is still pretty bloody good. These are only rated very good, but I tell you what, it's the bigger one that you really want, because this is, quality-wise, this is spectacular. That is super clear, super clean. There's one or two little chips, which is just part and parcel of anything that comes from north of the Limpopo. But that is, as far as Mumbwa or Zambian Amethyst is concerned, that is ace. Both of them together weigh 2.39 kilos. As I said before, rated very good only. They're going to cost, Mumbwa's pretty cheap usually, $41. $41 for the two, that's flat 605. And then last item for the night is a large yellow fluorite cluster, the Betroid or Happy Days kind. It's 2.78 kilos, rated very good. And I'm going to take it out into the sun. There we go. This is special. A little bit of purple on the edges there. You can see those beautiful formations. Hang on. Let me just try to get a grip. There we go. Stunning. Let me just try and do this one last time. There we go without dropping it, obviously. There we go. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, yummy. Right. 2.78 kilos of very good yellow funky fluorite. This is going to cost $106. That is for flat 559. Happy days. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in again tonight. It's been absolutely blast today. It's so nice getting new stock in, and the Brandberg and the fluorite. And we have to say goodbye to them. I hope you all got some. Happy days. See you on Thursday. Bye.